What's the difference between objectification and preferences when you're sleeping with someone of a particular type? Someone bigger, of color, or tall, short, older, younger, whatever it is. I am here with Reid from readaboutsex.com.
And I am here with Cathy Vartuli, last time I checked, of theintimacydojo.com.
You sure?
I don't know. Are you Cathy or are you an impostor?
I can't tell you.
I tell. But after you hit subscribe. Okay, go.
So we were just doing another video. Someone asked about finding a larger size, a full-size man to play with. Mm-hmm. And we were talking about how we were sharing about it can feel not good to some people or really good to some people to be objectified for a certain feature. And I've had people come up to me and like, oh, you're a big person. You're like, I want to fuck you. Or I want to like they were very...
get up all in your stuff.
Yeah.
Because of this thing.
We haven't even said hello.
I like beards. Oh,
yeah.
Get up all in your beard.
And it's not my preference to be objectified. Like, I did not find it a turn on. I felt very like, no, go away. And some people love being objectified. Mm-hmm. But we wanted to discuss the beard.
But that is a thing. Like, some people are like, no, please, like, stare at my boobs. And other people are like, my eyes are up here.
I have a couple of friends, one who I can think of in particular, who wears a little hypnotic rings around her, like, and she's very well endowed. And I had to say, can I objectify you? Because my eyes are going there. And she's like, yes, please.
She's just baiting you.
Yeah, she was. But I was like,
tits.
I'm like, I understand why some guys have trouble. Like, I can't not look. Anyway, and she's like, yes, please. I'm like, oh, okay, thank you. But I think it's important to discuss that. We were allowed to have preferences.
Mm-hmm. Well, a good friend of mine will actually go up to people and be like, in inappropriate situations, this is not necessarily at the grocery store, right? But at a sex ed conference or a play party, not at a PTA, but at an orgy, we'll be like, may I objectify you? Like, are you into objectification, and may I objectify you in these ways? Like, she's very precise about how that she asks permission, and then can turn it on or off. Like, if somebody says no, she's like, thank you. Like, she has facility around that.
Yeah, and that would feel comfortable. The one time I can think of is I was at Body Storytelling, mm-hmm. and I wasn't telling that night. I was just hanging out, and this
bodystorytelling.com,
great place to go. But this younger gentleman came up to me. He's like, "Oh my God, you have amazing curves." And I'm like, "Thank you." And he's like, "Your skin is great. You should."
Bless you.
He didn't sneeze. This is just me now. He's like, "You should like show off your skin more." And he was going into like detail, like I should wear low cut dresses. And he's like, "I want to buy you chocolate cake and feed you." And I was like,
wow.
I was like, ew, like not consensual at all. And I was like, thanks,
okay, so here's the question.
Yeah.
How could they have said the same content differently, and it occurred to you not as gross?
I think if they had said something like, I mean, even if they said, I really enjoy bigger women, you love your curves, can I get to know you? Like, for me, there was no
relatedness.
There was no relatedness, but also when I said, no, I'm not interested, he kept describing how he kept going, I'm like, no, that's not my thing. I don't enjoy that.
And I'm just curious now, like, let's find out together, shall we? How could he have revealed the cake thing? Which again, like, if you're a nerd about kink and fetishes, like, there's a whole world.
I didn't know. I went home and looked it up. There's something called feeding where someone will feed a larger person and they try to keep them fat.
How come is there one for feeding skinny people? I'm sorry if that was insensitive, but like, I just never thought of it. I'm like,
yeah,
what's that one?
Yeah.
Right? But that's kind of, I think that's like, now I'm going to make a joke. That's kind of like a mom thing. It was like,
well, there's people
like,
that do
you look skinny, come, feed you. But, all right, so.
Anyway, that's not my fetish. It was not anything that I was interested in.
So there is
I appreciate my curves, but I'm not trying to get someone to try to make me or help me be bigger.
Is there a way that they could have revealed that, though, that quickly and had it land on you as respectful?
I don't think, because there was no relatedness, I didn't have any, like, I didn't even know who this person was.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have any sense that they knew who I was.
Sure.
That I think that would have been hard, but I don't have a problem with people like, if you just said, hey, I really appreciate your curves. Are you interested in feeding? Or have you heard of feeding or anything like that? Like, I would have been okay with that question. But the fact that he started, like,
describing in
he was
detail.
personalizing it for me without my permission.
Sure. Which, again, like, and you can confirm this or not if I'm accurate, they were starting to get turned on without your consenting to them being, like, there's there's this thing I'm excited about, and then there's like, hey, there's this thing I'm excited about. Like, those are two very different energies.
Yeah.
And the second one needs to be prefaced with, hey, there's this thing I get really excited about. And I mean, you know, and I will get like pervy excited.
Yeah. If you're okay with it.
If you're okay with it, but I can control it.
Right. Yeah, it's like, I'm pirates are not my thing, but if I was into pirates and I was like, hey, are you into pirates?
We talk about pirates a lot here.
Because it's great.
Pirates are safe.
Yeah. So like,
I mean, actual like pirates.
Yeah. So if I had a thing for like blonde pirates, and I'm like, hey, are you into pirates?
With beards.
With beards, like I could ask that, being kind of curious, but not like, hey, I'm gonna dress you, like without asking. Hey, I'm gonna dress you up.
Do you like eye patches?
I can just see him in one of those white
I have
shirts.
a parrot at home. That'll sit right here.
It's a little creepy when you're describing the person to them without their agreement. It can be a real turn on if they are a yes.
Sure. Okay. What do you think? There's lots of deep stuff we just covered in that.
Yeah.
Anything else we want to end on?
I just want to wrap up with in case you didn't watch the other video. Objectification to me is when you identify some attribute about someone and you decide you're turned on by them without any connection to who they are as a person. Preferences, I like that general trait. I might be looking for it, but I also want to know who's inside. You're a human being to me, not just a curvy person. Curves.
Yeah. And I'm feeling weird about making the comment about feeding skinny people. How about we just, is there a kink or fetish where people just feed people who are hungry? How about
I think
that?
it's called a restaurant. We'd love to know if there is actually words for this. Please let us know.
And let me know if I screwed up in this video. Just let me know. Like, you can share it in a comment or email me. I'm all in my head about this.
Oh.
I don't know why. Just am.
Okay. It didn't bring anything up for me, but we'd love to hear.
Cool. Thanks, everyone.